Chapter 3. An Unexpected Reunion. The crisp winter air welcomed Ishiki as he stepped out of his apartment early the next morning, bright sunlight filtering through the trees lining the street. The sounds of Nakamozu Station were already beginning, a swirl of activity that hinted at another busy day. He tightened the drawstrings of his comfortable hoodie, glancing at the calendar on his phone. Only a week remained until Christmas, and thoughts of his upcoming gathering with Bibian, Akira, and Yuki filled him with warmth and excitement. They had spent the last few weeks planning the culinary adventure, each friend bringing components of their culture and heritage into the mix. Ishiki decided to stop by the local bakery, the quaint shop he had mentioned to Bibian a few days ago, renowned for its seasonal pastries. He imagined the delightful Christmas cakes lined up in the window, enticing pedestrians with their sweet aroma. As the door jingled open, he was greeted by the comforting scent of fresh bread and sugar. "Good morning, Ishiki," greeted the baker, an elderly man with flour dusting his apron and a jovial sparkle in his eyes. "What can I get you today?" "Good morning. I'd like to see the Christmas cakes you mentioned." Ishiki smiled, eager to explore what the bakery had on offer. The baker nodded with a knowing chuckle, leading him to the display case where an assortment of cakes sat, adorned with colorful icing and decorative holly. "These are made fresh every day. We have a Japanese-style strawberry shortcake and a rich matcha cream cake this year." Ishiki's eyes widened in delight. "They all look amazing. I'll take the matcha cream cake and one of the strawberry shortcakes, please." He imagined presenting them during their gathering, a symbol of his culture's culinary joys. "Excellent choice." The baker wrapped the cakes carefully before handing them over with a bright smile. "You're in for a treat." "Thank you." Ishiki waved goodbye as he stepped back into the chilly air. The cakes nestled securely in their boxes felt like treasures, ready to add sweetness to the celebration. He paused for a moment, enjoying the bustling energy around him, watching families rush past him to catch their trains, while others leisurely strolled, coffees in hand. As he made his way back towards the station, he noticed a familiar figure leaning against a wall off to the side, deep in a phone conversation. As he approached, the voice became audible, and he realized it was Bibian laughing on the other end. "Hold on, let me grab you a video message." She paused, standing on tiptoes to catch a glimpse of something just out of sight. Just then, she glanced up and noticed Ishiki trailing behind her, her eyes lighting up instantly. "Ishiki, I have to call you back. I just saw someone amazing," she exclaimed, just as she disconnected the call. "Someone amazing?" he questioned playfully, raising an eyebrow. "Who could that be?" Before she could answer, out walked a tall figure from the crowd, a woman with a Ishiki chuckled, the warmth of their companionship settling over him like a cozy blanket in the midst of winter. "The bakery's offerings will have to wait. We still have time to prepare for the gathering, but I'm sure we can officially taste them together when everyone arrives." "What are you two planning?" Yuki asked with a conspiratorial glance between them. "We're also preparing to add some Taiwanese sweets to the mix," Bibian replied, practically bouncing in place. "I was just talking to my cousin earlier, and she said she'd share her family's secret recipe for egg tarts. It will be perfect for blending our cultures." "That sounds incredible," Yuki enthusiastically exclaimed. "I love the idea of blending our culinary experiences. It'll bring so many flavors to our celebration." Ishiki chuckled at the sight of Bibian and Yuki, their animated conversation making plans for the gathering all the more exciting. "Let's incorporate some karaoke time into our celebration as well. After all, no Christmas is complete without a bit of singing." "Perfect. I was hoping you would say that." Bibian squeezed his arm in excitement. "And Akira will bring his guitar, right?" Just then, the atmosphere shifted as they turned to exit the station. Out from the bustling crowd emerged Akira, holding a coffee cup and a couple of shopping bags. "I was hoping to run into you all," he called out, effortlessly striding over to the group with his characteristic calmness. "Akira, what have you found?" Yuki asked, curious about the items peeking from his bags. "Oh, just some last-minute gifts," he chuckled, glancing at the conversation swirling around him. "And a little something for the karaoke night, some new music." "Great, it's perfect," Bibian exclaimed, her energy swiftly surrounding them. We should incorporate our traditions into our karaoke too. It could be a fun way to end the night. Exactly, Ishiki agreed, glancing at everyone gathered before him. This gathering will be a celebration of flavors alongside great music, where we all share a piece of our home. With each detail excitedly shared, the friends' anticipation grew, building upon every word exchanged. Ishiki couldn't help but feel that the reunion was merely the start of something magical, an unanticipated piece of a winter tapestry woven together by their shared experiences and their eagerness to learn from one another. Should we start gathering supplies for our cook-off? Yuki proposed thoughtfully, her eyes dancing with enthusiasm. We can write down a list and separate the tasks. Absolutely. I can head to the supermarket for our ingredients, Ishiki offered, glancing at the cakes nestled under his arm. It's a good excuse to try out new flavors. Perfect. I'll come along, Akira suggested, his face lighting up. I've got a few recipes that could use some ingredients as well. I'll organize some decorations to keep our spirits high, Bibian added with a bright grin. Maybe we can hang some lethine. Bibian darted towards the sweets aisle, her eyes gleaming with joy as she picked up some ingredients to make traditional Taiwanese Christmas pastries, while Ishiki and Akira focused on the fresh produce and proteins needed for their dishes. I can't wait for everyone to experience tonight's flavors. I've been thinking of incorporating traditional Japanese seasonings into Bibian's egg tarts, Ishiki remarked as they placed their items in the cart. Perfect. That'll certainly fuse our customs, Akira added with a smile, his calm demeanor blending beautifully with the excitement in the air. As they proceeded to the checkout, a sense of fulfillment settled in the group. They shared more ideas, teasing suggestions, and friendly banter, ensuring their gathering would encompass the very essence of their friendship, a fusion celebrating each other's traditions. Once they'd completed their shopping, returning home filled with bags of ingredients and recipes, the laughter continued as they divided tasks. Bibian organized her plans for decoration and baked goods, while Yuki took over the culinary side, directing everyone on meal prep. That evening, as they worked collaboratively in Ishiki's cozy apartment, the soft glow of twinkling lights adorning the walls and the fragrant aroma of simmering dishes filled the air. Akira strummed his guitar as they sang along to traditional carols, infusing their gathering with warmth and memories that wrapped around them like a comforting embrace. With every dish they created and every song they sang, the unexpected reunion transformed into a cherished memory, a blending of cultures, friendships, and dreams. Ishiki smiled at the sight, feeling proud of how far they had come and how beautifully they had woven their lives together, each thread enriching the fabric of their shared story. Later that evening, as they took their seats around the table filled with a fusion feast, Ishiki made a heartfelt toast, surrounded by his friends and the warmth of their cultures. To new friendships, beautiful traditions, and the joy of coming together, may we always celebrate our stories, no matter where they lead us. With laughter spilling over each beautifully crafted dish, the true essence of Christmas enveloped them as friends gathered closer, a celebration of life illuminated by shared experiences and collective dreams.